Our guys never doubted themselves.
Yoshi really put the Blue Jays through it, man.
I just want somebody to talk Dodgers to me. Talk Dodgers to me.
My God.
Grab your cocktail.
I love how you call me. Or what, you walk in, you're like, we won the World Series.
I just needed you to remember again. It's not a dream.
You think I forgot?
It's not a dream.
Oh
Grab your cocktail.
Wow. World Series champs again.
To back. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, what are we drinking?
I think this is the margarita, the original from Thirst Trap.
Yum.
I know. These are great. 10% alcohol too, which is nice.
We had to just keep the party going.
I mean, we had to toast. We're exhausted. Mentally, I was like, what is happening? Last night we got home, Marissa was like, should we just go for one more celebratory drink? I was like, no, I think I need to go to bed. I was so tired. I was like, I know I should want to, but I'm so tired. Gosh,
I was crying driving home. Just so grinning ear to ear. Just couldn't believe what had just happened. What a magical season for our guys. I obviously lost my voice again, but I'm sorry. I don't regret screaming my head off last night.
We just kept looking at each other.
We couldn't believe it was real. Well, we're, having an anxiety attack and pacing, and your mom just kept looking at me and deep breath.
I never lost hope. And they just kept coming back and I never lost hope. I don't know. There was a weird calmness. I never really felt like, I don't know, when you're like, it's only the fourth, I was like, I'll take a slow game all day.
I know. Oh my gosh. Where to even begin? I mean, I think what I've been thinking about since watching the post-game interviews and just how our team talks, it's truly teaching me to trust. We have trusted our team all season long. And this is why, because even in a game 7 where Bo Bichette hits a big 3-run home run and gets them on the board, our guys don't waver. They looked at each other in the dugout, and Muncy said this in his post-game interview, and they said, guys, it's early in the game. We just got to chip away. We just got to score one now. We got to get a run on the board.
Chip away. They just kept chipping away. They just kept coming at him. They would make a good play. They would get out of the innings. They would figure it out. Will Smith said it. We just never gave up. We never gave up. And honestly, that is what's so special about our team. Like, when we say we have the best team, we are world champs again, so we can say that. But
well, now they really are, so there's no doubting it.
But it's not because we're saying everyone else sucks and there's no talent. Like, no, there's so much talent. And there's amazing ball clubs. But our guys find a way to win, and they do it so selflessly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people probably think that they are just blowing steam and just answering politically correct and like, I love our guys. No, it's not about me. It's about him. And like, no, it's about them. Like, no, but that's really how they think. They are literally like, they don't care about themselves. They want to talk about how that person helped them do what they just did.
I know, even Miggy doing his post-game interviews, and I cannot wait to talk about Miggy Ro, but he even is not even giving himself the credit for like the home run that he hit. He is giving credit to all the other guys who are contributing. And, we just rewatched the highlights just to get ourselves pumped up and to just kind of be in that energy. And so many of the guys contributed to that win. It was a sac fly from Tommy to get Mookie in, Will Smith scoring that first run and just getting on the board and not ever doubting themselves.
Will Smith getting on base.
Mm-hmm.
Mookie coming in, moving him around. Like, even if the inning fell flat where we didn't do anything, there was movement. Movement. Our guys were making it happen and putting it into play. And that's what made me feel like it's a matter of time before things connect even more.
I wouldn't even let my mind go to any doubt.
No.
It just was so nerve-wracking because we haven't been in this position, our team, you know?
Mm-hmm.
This postseason, we haven't played a 7-game series. We've had it kind of easy. You know, we played really well against the Reds,
Mm-hmm.
swept.
Well, we've said it. It wasn't that it was easy. It's just when we play A+ baseball, from starting pitching down, we do really well.
But we didn't play A+ baseball. You know, we left a lot of guys on base. We
I'm
got a
saying
lot of
when we
solo
did the
homers.
Phillies and when we played Milwaukee, you don't think we were playing A+?
Yeah, I do. I think those series we
Yeah.
were.
Well,
But
and that's what I
yeah.
mean is like, and then coming into this, it's like, I mean, this was an amazing team. I think, Seattle Mariners had a great run, and I think that they're great too. But
Mm-hmm.
Blue Jays did have an edge.
Mm-hmm.
They could really shut down a ballpark. They could shut
Yeah.
down a team, a clubhouse, and they did. They did it to us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they showed why, why they were in the World Series championship against us. As soon as I saw how they played against the Yankees and how dominant they were, and just the sense of urgency I saw from that team, and you know what? They have a team that really cares about each other too.
Mhm.
And those guys in the clubhouse last night were in tears and talking about how they just loved going to the ballpark every day to play with each other. And that's really special. And that shows why the culture of a team and the camaraderie amongst the clubhouse is so important. We talk about that all the time with our team. And so credit to them. They are a first-class organization for so many reasons. But
who is that? So sorry. My brand, which I'm so blessed, it's been kind of nonstop. People want to get ready for our parade. They want like their stuff now. And I'm like, all right, well, you got to come to me, or, there's only so much that I can do, and I want to make everyone happy, and I get it. But I got people calling me on Instagram.
oh my gosh. How fun though of a season is it to walk around and watch and see so many people sparkle around Dodger Stadium?
Pretty emotional. There's been a lot of growth from last season, and I think the biggest thing was, I kind of kicked back a little bit, and I think the one thing this season taught us in anything is to just never take your foot off the gas pedal, no matter what anybody says or anything. And
Mm-hmm.
it was really cool. I hadn't put out another design. I was kind of riding with the white and the blue that I had, and then I kept getting messages like, when's the next design? Like
The white dress and the blue top, just giving everyone a little context.
Yeah, the one that says LA and then the original white dress.
The OG.
The OG, which is getting remade to a 2.0. I'm coming back with a better version. But yeah, I dropped this blue piece and the open front one, and everyone loved it, and it's been amazing, and it really has sparked everything. And then Courtney Lopez putting on the silver top, and I was able to get connected with that through the Ontario that night, which is just what I mean is like we just have been chipping away, and as a small business and all the things, you don't really always know which way it's going to go. And I feel a lot of growth, and I feel really blessed, and I have to pinch myself. Like the Dodgers have been like my whole life. I mean, this team has made, there's countless memories with friends, family, like ups and downs, different teams of players that you've fallen in love with and have moved on. And you almost you don't even always remember the teams that you loved and every moment that it brought. And now I'm here with you doing this, which is another like pinch me. And like my brand is taking off into a mecca of like, I love that I've tapped into other teams. Nothing's the Dodgers. And I just can't believe that I'm like, I have girls sparkling around the stadium in my pieces and listening, the whole back staff telling us they're listening to the podcast. And yeah, it's been a season, and we've gone through it, and we'll get into a lot of that. But I really think I'm proud of us, and I'm proud of me. I've really kept my head down and have figured out how to chip away. And you don't always know how it's going to pan out, but the love and the support from this community,
For sure. I mean, just think of every opportunity we've had with the podcast to wear your pieces and just get them out there for people to see, and all the videos where they're asking where we got things, and then we're meeting people in person and giving our card. And I don't think we've ever even talked about on here like how many times we've had to repeat like the same spiel about like you joining me on the podcast and you giving me the white dress and the different versions of like where we are and who we're talking to and how we tell the stories. And like I overhear you and kind of know what you kind of say, and I feel like in certain situations who I'm talking to, I'll change how I tell the story based on time or being just appropriate in the moment and stuff like that. But yeah, it's really cool for me to be a part of watching your brand grow. And I'm so happy to wear all of it and and see other people in it. I feel the pride that you feel.
Yeah, it's fun, and it has complemented. All of this is just so complimentary of everything we've been trying to reach, and it's like I love sparkling through the stadium with you, and I love that we're the Dodger girls, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just so fun.
I love that the Dodger community calls us their girls.
I know.
And I think, we've hinted here and there that, it has been tough for us this season, and it has in a lot of ways, and ways that we are going to just put our heads down and keep going. But I think the relationship we have with each other and the friendship and knowing that we have each other's backs through it all and that no one can do anything to tear that apart gives me such an empowerment to just keep going and to watch the response to us and the way that people have had our backs and continue to support and appreciate what we're doing truly makes everything worth it.
It really does.
And that moment where we looked at each other and are just hugging and jumping for joy and screaming, oh my gosh, what a year.
It's beyond a fan just cheering because they're team. It's like we're just looking at each other like, the love we have for these boys, and the, you pour your heart into this podcast. And it was like, I guess for me too, I'm getting a lot of success with my boutique, and it's, if I succeed, we succeed. If whoever succeeds, we're succeeding together. And that's how we look at it, but you pour your heart into this podcast. And I just really, we get to now interview and tackle players that are world champions back to back. And it just means so much to us. And for me, it was, it really solidifies the hard work you've put into this, and that you've poured your heart into figuring out how I'm going to go from season 1 to season 2 and how we're going to go back. And we've just did it. And we've had to look at each other countless times, and we had to remember who we were. And, we were so appreciative of the community. I mean, the other content creators within this community, and our listeners and my customers, and the people who work at Dodger Stadium, and the on-field girls, and the broadcasters, and like from start to finish, there's just been so much love and people who have really made us remember who we are. And thanked us for doing certain things because they have daughters, and they, and that never gets old hearing.
I mean, those are the moments for me that is why I feel so purposeful in doing this. And I think, with everything that's happened and where we are now, I'm most proud that we haven't missed one episode. And we figured out, no matter what was going on, whether it was just us two figuring out how to put an episode out, we've never missed one. And that is what I'm most proud of.
Yeah. I know. So
but also we're in this, we're getting emotional because this has been our life this entire season. We have watched every single game. We're taking notes. We're watching in a different way. We're learning about the game in different ways. Our perspectives changing. We're meeting people in this world. We're feeling such a part of it that it feels like such a win for us. I mean,
Tokyo to Toronto, we have been sparkling from everywhere in this world with these boys.
I mean, like, I start the podcast last year, we win, and now we're back and we win again. I feel like this, pinch me. This is amazing. And I'm loving every second of it.
I know.
And I can't wait to go back to Dodger Stadium tomorrow because I told you last year the Dodgers celebration at the stadium was truly one of the best days of my life.
I'm excited I was born in 88, 2020. We didn't have a parade. Last year, I was lucky to just, I had a friend who lives right by there. So we walked up. I got a great spot. I got to see the guys. I'm really excited to experience it at the stadium.
Oh my gosh.
From
Okay.
start to finish. Because it's true, on the street, once they go by, you're like, okay, but like, I'm not done. Like, where do I go now? Like, where are the Dodger fans all going? I remember feeling like, okay, so I'm just supposed to go home now? Felt very odd.
I kind of felt like that last night a little bit, but okay, we shared how we're feeling and kind of where our emotions are at. And we're all over the place, but let's get into the game because, okay, this World Series was unbelievable baseball. And just like how everybody's talking about it and how great the series was, how great both teams played, I can't wait to go back and rewatch it all. Honestly,
we really need
because we were hosting watch parties and we're mingling and talking to people. Although the last 2 nights we really were just like Dodger fans watching and really in it every pitch. But what a series this has been, and what a game 7, extra innings.
I mean, let's just start off with game 6
Okay.
because that's where, we got Yoshi again.
Well, okay, so listen, we're all down. Everyone is like, Dodgers are done. We were kind of feeling, or I was feeling like after that 18-inning game, and that was like their World Series, and then they fell flat. But they got back to Toronto with a day off. They decided the players wanted to travel to Toronto the night before and have their families and the rest of the staff meet them the next day.
I said, you see, and it's so beautiful. Teo has his whole family around, Miggy has his whole family. Like, all these people have like 20 plus deep, as they should. Amazing. Family's beautiful. That throws these guys off their game a little. They're socializing with people they haven't had to before a game. Like, I almost felt like, get them back to Toronto and let them get on their schedule.
Yep.
Like, just let them do their thing. So I could see why they almost felt that. It's beautiful. And I know they love having their family. I'm not saying that's negative, but I really think it kind of affected them a little bit here. It took their focus away because they just were not the same team when we were home.
When you mentioned that, I wasn't thinking of it that way because you see, even like Kershaw, he had like 20 something people come to that game, and that has to be a thought in their mind.
Your friends in town, so they're coming over. You're not supposed to be hosting.
Everyone
people,
wants something from you,
or just to talk to you, and so and I'm sure how they are such family people,
and that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I'm sure they're not like, sorry, Uncle Joe, like, I can't talk to you.
But don't you think that's also why they feel so determined to get there and be such a team unit? Because they can see how the distractions have affected them before, and why.
I think that was maybe why they probably were like, we all need to get back on the same page. Something's throwing us off. Freddie said it. We've all got to connect again or something. I forget the word he said.
But I think, Yoshi's motto of losing is not an option was the motto of this World Series, especially that game 7. And after, he came in game 6. We're just listening to a motorcycle or something out there.
Someone rollerblading.
Let's do another cheers before.
Sorry, guys. We're just like...
I might need more of the other one. It's really good.
I know. I really like it.
Can you open up the other one?
Sure.
Did you pour the whole thing in?
I split it.
Oh, but that was the whole thing? Oh, we're running low already.
I got another box at home. Oh, wow. Are you going to want to refill? Oh,
yeah.
My kind of girl. I love when I don't have to force people to drink. I'm doing it my whole life.
All right, let's try this one.
Let me know.
What is this, the spicy mark?
I'm behind. Is it spicy?
Whew.
Well, like she said, I liked the heat on those.
Oh, the buffalo wings?
Yeah, the buffalo wings. But I liked how you said that. I like the heat on them.
I did. It was like the perfect heat.
Okay, we actually have a lot to talk about because
So
we
much to
haven't
talk
even
about.
talked about Kirsch. I mean,
We haven't even gotten into game 7 yet. We're still at we're
yeah.
starting game 6. So Yoshi comes in. We're down, guys. Isn't it crazy how people talk about the
No, Yoshi
Dodgers?
started in game 6.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
Oh, we're down in this. Yeah,
we're
yeah, yeah.
down in the series. We're down 1 game. It's not like we went back to Toronto like 3-1 and we had so much to
No,
catch up
totally.
on.
But we still
But
also.
that's how people talk about the Dodgers. We lose a couple games and it's like the Dodgers lost.
I
They're
mean,
terrible. Blah blah
going
blah.
back to Toronto, they only had to win one more game. So, yeah, it was kind of, I mean, do or die.
It was.
And I just was like, there's no way our guys are dying.
No, losing was not an option. And it's so fitting that Yoshi was the MVP because I really just think that motto and his energy got them through.
You know how you say they bust out T-shirts like
Yes.
someone? Yeah, Kike had it on.
He did?
Yeah, of
Losing
losing is not an option.
Wow.
hmm
I love
And then
it.
he came in with the believe. And yesterday he was wearing the
I
believe,
saw
and
that, the Ted
everyone was
Lasso.
saying like believe, believe, and then I forget. Oh, I think Dave Roberts was like, "We believe in each other. These guys believe in each other."
It's so special. And I know that they also said that when Dave was racing Kim
Comment.
and fell, that was almost just like a momentum changer for them because I think for these guys, like when they get back to the heart of the game, why they play, that it's a kid's game, and when they kind of remember that, it just re-energizes them. And I think they needed that.
Oh, when I saw that, I was like, "We're winning."
Really?
I told Marcel,
That's how you felt?
They needed that.
Why did you feel like that?
Because when you have your coach, just get on the field, guys. Let's just go and let's
Dave
just have a good
Roberts.
time. You know how serious you could be
Mm-hmm.
and how much it needs to be like everyone grounder and very like, bro, he raced Comet like and face planted. Like that is what your team needed. I mean, Kirsten Watson was interviewing Kirsch at the time, so you got another point of view of when that went down and like
I know Kirsch is like, I think Dave just face planted.
because at first I didn't know exactly what he was paying attention to, and Kirsch is usually not a rude person. He like is very, if you're talking to him, he's in it, right? And so she's finishing the question, and you're like, and I'm like, oh, I am gonna have to give you a play-by-play. I think Dave just ate it racing. I'm like dying laughing, but yeah, when I saw that, I go, that's gonna be something that this team is like, bro, come on. Look at us. Our coach just tried to race the fastest guy on the team.
And that you're right. That's what they needed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just needed to be together and laugh and remember.
And have fun. And when, Mookie's been struggling and offensively, whenever people are telling him, change your mindset, blah, 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 they always, I feel like, are saying, remember why you love the game. And we miss seeing that smile on your face. So you're right. That's just what they needed. And I just feel like Dave Roberts is the perfect coach for this team. The way he manages all the guys, all these Hall of Fame guys,
all these egos.
He just has the feel, the feel like he did in these last 2 games. Like he said that he kind of changed his approach, and his approach was like people first, believing in the guys, believing in these players, and having a feel for them. And who else could just know that, you know what, we need Miggy in this lineup?
I really, you ever see those memes that it's like your parents, this is their first time living too, like give them grace. It's like, how can he become a veteran manager of knowing how to make these moves with this kind of team if he didn't go through years of trying to learn and perfect that? And people have been so hard on him from the beginning. It's like, dude, he's learning too and forever evolving. And look at the manager that he has been, who he has become. I mean, it's amazing.
He's a Hall of Fame manager at this point.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, 3 World Series titles in 2020, 2024, 2025. He's brought the team to the postseason every single year he's been a manager. It's incredible. It's really incredible.
It really is. And trust.
Honestly, that is like the word to describe this team. They just trust each other. And I just love when you hear Mookie and he's being asked about the team and all this stuff and how they can continue to come back and they're down, but they still just don't give up. And Mookie just said, it's love. It's like, we love each other. Can you, like, even just for Mookie to say that as a man, to kind of be vulnerable in that way, I give him so much credit for taking accountability, for admitting when he's not playing well, and for just being such a great leader. I just don't know the last time I heard a man talk about like friendships and team with such pure love. And I just respect it so much.
I know. Even watching the celebrations, Miggy and Kike are hugging. And obviously they're just speaking so much Spanish and all that. And it's like through all of it, all I hear is te amo, te amo, te amo. And it's just like, oh. I think it's beautiful. I laugh too, because the Latin culture is so much more like, you know, a little bit more like, I guess it's like, it can be macho, but you know, at least the different cultures, like in Argentina, it's like everyone kisses on the cheek and everyone is just so embracive and stuff like that, you know. And it's like, and then you have like the Japanese culture and stuff, which is a little bit more like, and all of them are just like hugging and just, I love you. And it's just the meshes of culture and everything coming together. It's just so beautiful.
And that's how it is as fans too. And that's why baseball is such an escape for people and why it just brings us together. And that is always, you know, the heart of this podcast. Yeah. When you're at a game and when we're last night standing on the tables, cheering, high-fiving people.
Oh my God.
I'm literally like hugging this guy. He's picking me up. And it's like, we don't know each other. We all just have this shared passion.
All I hear is Jack. And I look. And then Christy just points and you're up on the table. And I think she was saying like, go join her. And I was like, she's good. This is great. Like, just let her live. And you looked at me and you're like, woo. I mean, what was that after maybe Muncy's home run or?
Well, you know, I love baseball for so many reasons. And literally this World Series and how these games were played is one of them. Mm-hmm. But when you're talking to people, and you find out why they love the game, who introduced it to them, where the connection comes from. Last night I was talking to someone and he was at, you know, game 5 last year when we won with one of his friends who died. And he had a bobblehead made of his friend and he has taken it everywhere with him.
I remember you saying that, yeah.
And he told me that story. And so both of us, we cheers the bobblehead and he said every game I've brought him to, the bobblehead, we've won. And so every time something good happened, I just looked at him and I was cheersing the bobblehead. And so when we won, I ran over and he just picked me up and we're hugging. And it was just such a beautiful moment of the connection and the community that sports brings and how it brings people together, no matter our differences. We all have this shared passion and it's a beautiful thing.
It really is. I mean, that's all we needed to hear was that every time he brought that bobblehead, we won. And so we're like, that bobblehead is, yeah, like we'll get behind the cause, man. Like,
and honestly, I want to bring him on the podcast. I want him to talk about it. It was so special for him, even after the game and just his emotions.
Totally.
Everyone has that, you know. Okay. And it was Fernando's birthday.
Oh, it was Fernando Day in LA, and it was Fernando's birthday, and it was a year. It's his first birthday since passing. I mean, it was only last year.
No, we played on his birthday last year, but now again.
Wow. I know when I saw that, I was like, of course.
You were seeing all the things. Every time the score was like a lot of 8s and a lot of 22s. Every time you pointed that out and just were kind of finding those little synchronicity moments.
I know everyone has their connection to Kobe, and I know I don't try to but yeah, 8s, 2s, 4s. There's just like every time I look at the clock, it's 8:24. It's not always, but for some reason during this playoffs, Kobe was just popping up everywhere, just randomly in the corner or this and that, and just it calmed me. It just calmed me of like, we got this, you know. Yeah. I mean, even when we were at Tom's Watch Bar. You know, we're going live and I'm like, look behind him, like just Kobe's statue right there, illuminating in the light of just, and yeah, it calmed me. And that's what's special about our city is we have that I don't know. I'm
Mhm.
not trying to be a brat about it. I know Toronto kind of tried to quote job not finished. I'm sorry, but just don't do it to yourself. Like,
Yeah.
don't set
I
yourself
I
up.
get that a lot of people love Kobe, but I feel like they did that on purpose,
Which
and
that's what
that's
you get
never
for
going to work
mocking.
out in your favor. And
Yeah.
if seeing those numbers means something to you and that helps you get through and calms you, then
I
keep
mean, how
keep
many
doing
times was
that.
I bringing up numbers? And I was like, oh, wait, no, there, yep, that's good. That's
Mhm.
good. I know. It
But it's
was,
like anything that we can grasp to just like help us get through these like anxiety filled
I
games.
mean, but it's Kirsch's last season. Him, Kobe and Kirsch.
We did it. We
Kobe
got Kirsch
and
his
Kirsch.
third ring. He
And he contributed.
Can you imagine a better way to go out? This is all we could have wanted for
That's all
Clayton
we
Kershaw.
wanted for him.
We not only saw his last game at Dodger Stadium, but we saw his last time pitching.
Mm-hmm. I know. I
I feel
know.
so
And
lucky
that
and
was my
grateful.
like more connection with Kobe. It wasn't just Kobe. It's like Kirsch and Kobe are our guys from start to finish. The last time I saw anyone go back to back was Kobe. Like it's just like to me, it was like he knew what that was. He knew what that felt like. He knew what you needed to do to get to that point. And I just am like, this is for our city. Like that's and I'm not trying like I said, I don't want to be a brat. I know so many people in the world love Kobe. But this moment was ours with Kobe.
Well, Kobe is such a heart of LA, and yeah, he is ours. He is this city's, and it's so rare that a player plays for one team their whole career. And the fact that we've watched Kobe in our lifetime, and now we have Kershaw, who I really don't know how often it's going to be that a player plays for one team. And even like, this game seven, we went against Max Scherzer, who was the last pitcher to pitch in a game seven of the World Series. He is someone of that caliber that you might hope plays for one team. But I give a lot of credit to Max Scherzer. He did a great job and he is a phenomenal pitcher. And to be pitching that well at this stage in his career is
I
really
mean,
phenomenal.
when he kept coming out, I was like, get it. Like,
I
I love
felt
it.
confident going into the game because we know him so well and because we faced him a lot. He brought his edge and that like Scherzer kind of scariness, and he performed really well. He pitched longer than I thought. He performed better than I thought. And yeah, he's 41 and I could still see him continuing to play because of how well he was pitching and how hard he was throwing.
I know. I mean, I always think like, you were like, is Kirsch going to come back for one more, but it's
He
like,
was warming up.
well, no, I mean, for one more year to play and all
Oh.
that. And
Mhm.
it's like, yeah, they can give it their all, but there's only so many seasons left where I mean, from start to finish, these guys, they're so tired. I'm sure they're so tired.
But when Kirsch did announce his retirement, I did feel a little shocked just because of I admire him adjusting and figuring out how to be the best version of this version of himself. But I'm glad that he's going out the way he is because he's not the same pitcher, and I wouldn't want to see him continue to struggle right now.
Dude, he
It couldn't
gave
have been any
us
better.
he squeezed his lemon just enough for us because he actually we wouldn't be here if he didn't have those games that he did this season.
No.
And that alone is all I wanted for him.
Oh, I just got the chills. You're right.
Like
You're right.
that's all we wanted for him is to come in, do what you got to do. You don't have to be the star.
Yep.
You don't have to be like it's not about you doing and winning the whole thing and all. It's like you did what you needed to do. You got us through some games. You used your veteran energy to get these guys fired up to play behind you, to give you runs, he did exactly what he adjusted in the previous years and how much he really worked hard to get out of that injury and come back and be able to finish a year. We couldn't have asked for anything better.
I know. We talk about Miggy Ro and like almost the leadership and who he is to the team is almost bigger than the talent. And he is freaking talented. His defense, hitting that home run, biggest hit of his career, amazing. But like Kirsch and what he brings to this team and the organization is why when he's on the mound, we feel so confident because the guys behind him want to give him that win. They want to score runs. They want to help him in any way they can. And for him to be able to even get us to the postseason when we were struggling is just why we love him so much.
Why we love him. And that's why he deserved this. He really did deserve it. I'm like, I can't believe we got the season we wanted with Kersh.
I don't know. I don't want to say it's like too good to be true, but when I was driving home last night and I truly was like grinning ear to ear with tears streaming down my face with more texts than I've ever received in my life of just thinking of these last 2 years for me. It's almost like it feels unreal to just be a part of this world. And if you're in LA and you aren't enjoying what's going on for our team in our city, then you really are missing out. Because I called you after game 6 where we're on this high. We just got this win. We're going to a game 7. We couldn't have been more excited. And I went to a Halloween party in Venice. And it's like I'm leaving downtown where every car is honking and let's go Dodgers chants everywhere. And everybody's so excited. And then like I park and I get out and it's like crickets. And I'm, my Dodgers outfit and walk into the party and no one cares.
Yeah, you're like not one firecracker, like nothing.
You called me and I'm like, I think I have to leave the party because I'm still on this high and they're kind of popping this bubble I'm in right now.
It's all right, guys. Next season, we're coming for you, Santa Monica, West Side, and Venice. We're gonna start.
We started it out.
Crews. We're going to because it is sleepy over here. I'm not gonna lie. It is hard for me to want to leave my Mecca to come and watch a game here unless I'm in this Mecca because it's a little dead.
It is.
Even on a Sunday game, I mean, like, it's like we've got to, but it's okay. There's a lot of people here and we'll do it. We'll get it going.
And I can never get too mad at it because honestly, when I did move to this side of town, walking around and not having people to talk about the Dodgers with was really one of the reasons I started the podcast. So I always have to remind myself of it when I am in those situations and getting frustrated that no one cares as much as me.
Well, no, it's just the mission's not complete.
Yes.
We still have a lot of ways to go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're on game 6 still, and we haven't even talked about the dead ball.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you couldn't have even like tried if
I
you
feel like
wanted
there's
to.
so many things that I've never seen happen in a game before, and it all happened in the World Series.
They don't happen that often, but like this is why they have the dead ball rule and stuff because it obviously gets caught in fences and certain things. And if the force of the ball is completely stopped, yeah, I mean,
we played that perfectly. Or Justin Dean played that perfectly.
Kike running, everyone was screaming.
Well,
probably.
Kike said he was screaming at him, and that's kind of how that play worked out. But wow, that saved us.
Justin Dean, I saw his interview, and he was just like, "Yeah, you get taught that when you're like a little kid, and it doesn't happen often. And it's like the anxiety of not playing it through, and then maybe them not catching it, and then like in the sense of like." If you're just standing there staring at the ball and the ump's like, that's not it, keep it going. And like, you really run the risk of, man, Kike, I saw too, someone's like that veteran energy. He was running in front. And I think that gave Dean that extra confirmation to just throw. He knew in his gut he was supposed to throw his hands up. And then Kike screaming at him with his arms already up just gave him the validation and the confidence to really stick with it, which,
there were a lot of crazy calls by the umpires.
There was a lot.
And I know it always kind of evens out at the end. But I'm just really glad that play worked out in our favor. Mm-hmm. Because people were saying that play saved our series.
Well, I think it definitely, it did. It played a huge role. But
imagine if it bounced and ricocheted and then he had to run after it.
It was a lot. But I'm saying this is what makes baseball really beautiful.
Yes.
And for a lot of people to just be on the edge of their seat because there are weird things like that. And then you have an ump who, I get it. Like the calls were sometimes, but you can't just because you're staring at a thing that tells you what's a ball and what's a strike. That's not how baseball works. It's just not. Like technically that was a ball. Like, well, it could have been a strike. And so I have to protect this plate and I'm swinging at it. Like, I don't know. The human error aspect of what baseball is kind of gives it a little bit more of an edge. And it's like, I don't want it to be all robotic, But like that wasn't human error. That's just chance. And that's why they have dead ball rule. I mean, it just is what it is.
Oh my gosh, that was a crazy play. I'm just glad that worked in our favor.
Yeah, I mean,
So to get that win, and Yoshi wasn't as dominant as he had been in the past.
no, but
But
I mean,
Robleski
gosh,
came
this
and
poor
picked him
guy,
up,
if he doesn't go 9 innings, we're like,
I
man, he's
know.
really laying flat.
which is insane.
Insane. I know. We're either like, oh, we're so glad we got 4 out of them. And now we're like, what? You can't go 9? It's the World Series.
Remember when we had a starting pitcher that got taken out in the second inning and the bullpen had to play the entire rest of the game?
Oh my gosh.
And now we're like, if Yoshi doesn't go a complete game, it's a fail. No.
Oh, so yeah. Yoshi didn't even, then the dead ball. Then they bring in Tyler.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, they brought in Tyler Glasnow.
Never
has
never.
been a reliever in his life. Starting pitcher, all hands on deck. These guys are like, whatever. Some people are like, we need to start Kersh. Kersh is like, I'm a bullpen guy right now. Leave me out of it. Leave me out of it. I'm here for one job and just leave, you know what I mean?
I love hearing Freddie talk about it where he's in the interview and he's like, yeah, I look back in the bullpen and Tyler's warming up. And then game 7, he's like, oh my gosh, Yoshi's warming up. Oh my gosh. Like, it's almost like he's experiencing what we're experiencing as fans.
You know, Freddie, when he was saying how he was watching Ohtani and when he like did the whole like 3 home runs and all this, that he's just like, I'm a fan of baseball. And that was insane. And I'm just like, these guys still watch with such, you know, I don't know. Sometimes as fans, we're like, you guys care as much as us, you know? And then sometimes, you know, you get like the response of, well, no, I'm in it differently and I think of it differently. And when they let that guard down and they just like tell us how they are viewing this beautiful thing happening the way that we are like in awe, it's just, you feel so connected to them. You feel like we're all watching it together. And I don't know, it's just
but even like I just texted Kelly just to say congratulations and thank you for being a part of our podcast season this year. And I told her to give Max a big hug for us, and she's texting me back saying, oh my gosh, I was on the edge of my seat and the anxiety. But also she's like, thank you girls for always being so supportive and cheering them on.
Oh, we just love them. I think that was like, I was so emotional. Just like, I just wanted it for them so bad because I just know how much they put into it. And I'm not saying that everyone else hasn't, because I know that every team shows up and they have been working so hard and everyone has a story. And I mean, I want little baby Vladdy to win too. I do. I want him to. And God, is he good.
He
oh
really
my
is.
gosh. I felt like he was up to bat all the time. And no matter where we hit it in the infield, for some reason, he was catching it. I'm just like.
No, he had an amazing series. They have a great team. They have a great coach. Great fan base, and I love seeing that from other teams, and we're never discounting any other team when we're talking about how much we love ours, but we have to give props to them. They have so many great players, but Vladdy,
he's incredible.
He really is on both sides of the game, you know, defensively and offensively.
And you want to know what makes him even better? His personality. Because I remember seeing him at the All-Star game
cheering on Teo at the home run derby. Yeah.
You know, I just remember being like, I like that guy.
Yep.
He's the guy who's like keeping everyone laughing and keeping it lighthearted.
And he's a young guy, and he has so many more years left to play and World Series championships to have.
And I want that for him.
If he can get past the Dodgers.
Or just come on over.
Oh man, people would hate us way more than they already do.
Well, no, my hat's off to the Blue Jays, even though we had a little hiccup. I can't believe the bench is cleared in game 7. Like, what?
That was crazy. A little unnecessary.
Very unnecessary.
I mean, I loved just kind of seeing the grittiness and almost that Joe Kelly energy of Robleski, because it seemed like Jimenez was trying to get hit. He wanted to get on base, and you could see that replay. He's like kind of pushing his arm out. So then
someone was like, they go, well, it could have just been like maybe natural reflexes. I'm like, no one's natural reflex is to put your hand in front of a 100-mile-per-hour baseball. Nobody's, unless you're trying to get hit.
But is that a thing? Like, players actually try to get hit?
He would get on base. Yeah.
In the hand?
You take it. He didn't do it right. I mean,
No.
no, if it's really inside, you take it. You take it sometimes. Yeah, because then you can get on. That was not him taking it. That was him trying. Like how embarrassing. That's why he got mad, because
I
he got
know.
caught.
Yes,
It
exactly.
didn't work out the way he did, and now you look like an idiot.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's why you got mad, because then he actually did hit you, and then you wanted to make it a thing. Gosh, Robleski though, so Joe Kelly energy, and I don't know.
Also Brent Honeywell energy, and they kind of look alike to me.
So, did you see?
Wait, but we have to just say that Robleski in his post game was like, he tried to get hit. And then when he actually got hit, then he starts chirping back. What did he think? I wasn't going to chirp back at him?
I know. Why do I always blank on Joe Kelly's wife's name?
Ashley.
She posted, Joe was like, gosh, it's so much easier playing. This is so stressful, as he's like rocking his youngest to bed.
Oh, no
And
way.
yeah.
She posted them watching the game?
No, she posted like the quote, like Joe, he's like, oh my gosh, it is so much easier to play. This is my anxiety. This is too much. And she goes, a-hole. This is how I've been feeling my whole life, you know? And I'm like,
I would love to watch a game with them.
Oh, so many things
I'm having so many ideas for next season.
I know, but can we start playing again, guys? I know you're really tired, but I know. I thought that was really funny though, that she said that.
Yeah, I gotta watch. Man, I have a lot of like all the normal stuff I like to watch, all the post game stuff. I haven't done it all yet, so I can't wait.
It's so funny.
Actually, my sister called me this morning, and
how much fun did she have?
She had a lot of fun. I'm really glad she was there.
Yeah.
But she called, and when I answered the phone for her, I literally had no voice. Nothing came out, and she's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm just in bed watching highlights and stuff. And she goes, where are you watching them? I'm like, on my laptop? She's like, what do you like on Instagram or YouTube? And I'm like, I'm watching on YouTube. She's like, oh, okay. She wanted to go watch too.
Oh my gosh, I know, that was so fun.
She thinks the champagne showers are the craziest thing she's ever seen. She like does not get it.
She's never seen him?
No.
Gosh, there's just so much.
She doesn't understand like why they find that fun.
You have so much gospel to spread. We're gonna be knocking on doors.
See, it's like, you're not in this world. Come in, because it's so much fun.
Mm-hmm. I said it at the beginning. Ooh, that has some kick.
A little kick, right?
I like it. At the beginning of the October baseball, I said, if you don't follow, I promise you, just start watching the games. Watch them and sit through them and watch them and just keep watching. I promise you, by the end, you are going to be, what is this? And I'm not, if you did do that, you had one hell of an October into November.
Okay, so let's just talk about that ending play from game 6, and then we'll go into game 7.
Okay.
Because that was insane.
But
And Kike may not have been like complete October Kike.
Oh, but
he had that home run.
Yeah. No, I mean, he had.
But that play at the end, him running to it, catching it, and getting those outs was incredible. And so many of our players, if they weren't hitting, they really showed up in their defense.
Oh, totally. He said something. I don't know. That wasn't the broken bat? Because he said there's something that happened that made him go shallow quicker. Mm-hmm. And then he got lost in the light, and he just stuck with it. And then he grabbed it, threw it to Mig. That was that second, whoever was on second base, I forget who it was. He had long hair. He should not have been taken off. He thought it was going to drop.
I think it was Barger.
He thought it was going to drop. Kike though he said I had a good jump on it. That is where, you know what, Kike, fine. You didn't really show up at the plate very much. What we want October Kike to be. I mean, defensively, he really came through. He really helped. His energy, I don't know.
But he did. He was consistently getting hits. There were some tough at bats, strikeouts, pitches. I'm like, why are you swinging? But that kind of goes for everybody in our lineup.
Everybody. And
the Blue Jays pitching was phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
Oh, Muncy's home run off of Savage after he dominated us. Oh my gosh, I loved it so much.
I know.
Muncy was great yesterday. So happy for him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Max showed up. I mean, defensively too. He has been playing very beautiful third base. And for me, it really pumps me up.
And even like he kind of bobbled and made an error yesterday,
Came
but then
back.
came back with that double play.
Firing with a double play.
And every time our guys make an error, I just know they're going to make up for it somehow with a hit, with a great double play like that. And that's exactly what he did. And not only did he make up for it with that double play, but then he got a home run.
I'm so happy for him. Everyone says he's all grouchy. I think he's so great.
Who says he's grouchy?
I don't know.
He's got an edge.
He's got an edge, and that's what I mean. It's from another team perspective. I don't know. I don't look at him and think grouchy me. He's serious. He doesn't crack very many smiles. He's kind of like, he's got this like tough. You're right. He does have this edge.
He does.
Oh, I love it.
I love it so much.
I love it. And whenever he's running around the bases and he's so happy and he's smiling, it just really, I just think of his kids' little faces and Kelly just being so happy. Like that's all they want is for him to, because they know that's all he wants is just to show up for his team.
I know.
Miggy, when his son ran out and he's just like
I cried watching that.
I was crying. And then his wife was saying, "You're gonna hit a home run in the World Series. You're gonna hit a home run."
She said that?
And he goes, I'm not even in the lineup right now.
She said that?
Mm-hmm. And she kept telling him, "You're gonna hit a home run." And then he was in the lineup and he didn't hit one last night. And he hit one.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. Oh my gosh, I just got goosebumps.
I know. And I was like, wow. Yeah, she called it. She kept telling him. She kept instilling it. And that is what we love about this and our team is
they believe.
And the people behind them and the wives they have and the love and just speaking so much confidence. And like, that's why I think of Kelly because it's like all she could talk about is how much he just wants to do it for the team and how much he just cares about showing up for the guys.
But it almost also kind of shows you why the Dodgers organization is so special because they really care about every little thing and they care about the players and their wives and the families and making sure they're comfortable. Even Dave Roberts standing on that mound, they're giving Yoshi the trophy. We're getting crowned as world champions and he's shouting out the wives because at the end of the day, it is like this whole organizational effort.
I mean,
to make what happened happen.
These wives are moms and they're making the world go round while they're supporting their husbands and supporting their dreams.
And if that gives them peace of mind on the field to know that their families are comfortable and happy and thriving. I mean, look at all the stuff they did for those kids for Halloween. It was so sweet.
I know. So when I saw the embrace of her being able to run into her husband's arms, who she's been probably just instilling just the most confidence. And it's like, that's just love. And it just made me so emotional. And his little girl, all of it. And it's just these guys are just sacrificing time away from their families and they're just giving us the whole thing.
And now our guys that we've been watching for years and years, a big chunk of them have 3 rings now. Let's talk about Miggy because if you've been listening to our podcast all season, you know that we have such a soft spot for Miggy.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, since we were in Tokyo, we started this season in Tokyo, guys. There was a moment that you really narrowed in on and took a video of just watching Miggy on the field.
Yeah. You know, I started noticing on Instagram, he started working out differently, meditating differently. His routine started getting more strict and he was documenting it a lot. And he was working, he was strength training and, you know, cold plunge, all the things. He was in a routine. And I'm like, he's locking in, dude. He's going to take this next season. Like something was different. And then when I saw him in Tokyo go out to the center field and just take it in, which also I love, like, you deserve to sit there for a second and take in like what the hell you're doing and he's like just calming himself and grounding himself. And I just was like, he's stretching, praying, doing whatever he's doing. And then he looked around and then he quietly walked in. You know, the funniest part about that story is like, there's like Pokemon like hopping off the field in the midst of all this. But that's my point is like, even in the midst of all that, it was just like this, it was so slow around him. And I was like, oh, he's locked in. And I said it from the beginning. I'm like, Miggy's onto something.
But he's spent this entire season not making any of it about himself.
No.
We talk about, he announced he's going to retire next year. Everyone talks about how he's going to be a manager one day. He's been helping Mookie. Mookie has given him all the credit for getting him to where he's at now playing shortstop. And I love that Dave Roberts always says the game rewards you. And the game rewarded Miggy because he has, I know our team plays unselfish baseball and they all are playing for each other. But the way that Miggy truly is not in every game, he is pumping everybody up in the dugout. He's never making it about himself. He doesn't even make it about himself when he's the one hitting a home run in game 7.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy that the game rewarded him with the biggest hit of his career.
And I'm really glad you remembered that because I was trying to remember what and how Dave Roberts worded that. And it's so true. The game rewarded him. Oh, gosh.
It's so special. It's so special. It's like Freddie Freeman after everything he went through last season with his family, with all the injuries. And we're just like on pins and needles, hoping that he doesn't get injured again because he's so fragile. And then he's the one that hits the grand slam in game 1 and hits a home run at almost every game after that. Like the game rewarded him for everything and the good guy he is and the unselfish player he is. And can we take a minute to just show our love to Freddie and how amazing he's been at first base?
I mean, amazing. And I don't know if he's just aging in reverse, but I swear he feels stronger at the end of the. Doesn't he not seem as fragile?
I just can't believe that like he's actually doing a split catching a ball and no one is saying anything about it.
Last night, he when Ohtani threw him a pitch or a ball, and it was a little low and stuff, but like Freddie's face was like, and I'm sure Ohtani was like, "I'm so sorry," because you know how he just like hates like doing anything wrong.
Can you? I can't even imagine Freddie not one time getting a bad throw to him that he's ever going to make that person feel bad.
No, he never has.
Never.
And yeah, I know he showed up for us in maybe not the same way that we've always seen Freddie, but this just strength and I don't know, he has this kindness.
I know.
Where you almost like just want to do good for him and he's, you know what I mean? I don't know. I know.
I don't know. He's almost like a mini Dave Roberts in a way.
Kind of, yeah.
Just like team leader in his own way, where everyone just wants to do well for him.
Did you see the aerial view of the Kike throwing it to second? And like, it's so cool because I just watched everyone individually on like how they like, it was really cool. I'm surprised I didn't send it to you.
Also, can you talk about this t-shirt right now? So cute.
My Yoshi and Snellzilla. Yeah, the Dodger fans of Las Vegas, which I just love that we have all these communities in all these different cities because of how much people just need community around this team.
Yes.
But yeah, it's Yoshi and Snellzilla, and on the back it's like their backs of this whole, but it's just so cute. I had to wear it today. Snell, you did good. But Yoshi, you the man.
Let's cheers again.
Okay. Gosh, it's been a year. But so fun. We started off at spring training. We got DFA'd twice. And look what happened. We still won, baby. Man,
So Yoshi pitches 6 in game 6.
We're still in game 6.
Mookie. So happy that Mookie came through in game 6. That was a big spot. Bases loaded. He gets a 2-run single. And we only scored 3 runs that game. And we still managed to win. It's really incredible without having our offense be as powerful as they have been that we have pulled off these wins. And it's just a real testament to the mindset of champions.
Yeah, I know. You keep saying that. A champion is somebody who does whatever it takes to win. And that is what embodies a champion.
Because honestly, like if you look at all the numbers and the stats, I think the Blue Jays outscored us. They they got more hits.
They were more consistent.
Yeah, they did everything really well. But we still managed to win. and we weren't playing our best baseball. And
Yeah.
that says so much about baseball, about our team, about what it takes to win. And I just, yeah, I'm so happy.
I know. I mean,
So, okay. Yoshi.
all right, we finished with Kike throwing it to Miguel with the most genuine celebration of life.
When that
Mookie's
happened,
shot to the sky.
Oh, I have another Mookie jumping replay because there's one video from Freddie's Grand Slam that I know exactly even the minute that he starts jumping, and I just love watching him jump for joy in excitement.
Did you see that meme though? It was like, I just love when Dodgers do well because you just get another glimpse of Mookie's athleticism.
That's how I feel. That's truly how I feel. But so happy for Mookie. We've been wanting him to have a moment. He had his moment. He got 2 of those runs in. And we ended up only scoring 3 runs that game, and that was enough. But we saw Tyler come in. That was crazy. And then that ending double play. When I saw the roar from Miggy and the roar from Kike, I knew we were winning the World Series. I really did. That energy, I knew if we had that going into Game 7, there was no way that they could beat us.
Why was Miguel part of every fire play that we needed to push through? And we knew that. I mean, so many people are like, wow, this video aged well when we were saying how much we wanted it to be Miggy.
Because listen, you and I have been doing this podcast all season. We've watched every single game. We know how important Miggy is to this team.
Yeah.
So for Dave to like have the field to put him in and to know that I'm going to bet on this guy because
I was nervous
he deserves
they originally
it.
chose Call. Remember? And I was like, maybe Miggy's back was hurting. Or
I know, we thought he was injured.
Yeah, something, right? And I was like, there's a reason why he's choosing Call. Okay. But then when we saw Miggy's name in the lineup, we were like, something came over us where we just knew.
Mm-hmm.
There was a piece. I just felt like there was an edge.
Yeah, because of how important he is to this team. The fact that last season we had a 23-game win streak when he was in the lineup. If that doesn't show the importance of who this guy is to this team, especially when backs are against the wall, and I know that's when we perform our best. I'm just so happy for him that he executed and made it happen and had this moment for himself. Yeah. Man, imagine how he's feeling today.
Oh, on cloud 9. He gives very much like a Chase Utley energy. And I haven't seen a second baseman with the veteran Chase Utley energy in so long, really.
That's a good comp. His baseball instincts, even the fact that, Mookie's defense has been phenomenal this series, this whole year. I mean, he's about to win a Gold Glove as a shortstop after being like the best right fielder ever. It's just amazing and can't talk enough about that. And I hope he gives himself so much credit for how amazing his defense has been and how you can save games just as much playing well defensively than hitting it out of the park,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know where I was going with that.
We just love you, Miggy. And we're seriously just like, well, you were just saying how I was trying to connect him and Chase Utley, but yeah, just
the decisions.
His veteran
mindset. That Mookie said that he didn't even know where to stand on the field and that he's relying on Miggy to tell him, and Miggy's telling him exactly what to do. It's just like, we talk about the baseball gods and how they work and honoring, the game honors you. That is the perfect example of it.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I came to support you and Miggy was doing the signing and you had him on, and we've been able to kind of connect in a couple other different situations. But that is one of my most excited. I just want him on this podcast because I don't want to just ask him questions and hear him, and like, I want to know, like, who are you? What is this brain?
I want to give him a hug. I just want to say,
but like,
we love you. We're so happy for you. You're amazing.
I know that people just they're so humble, or they're like, we're just people. I know, but like, give me something. Give me your mindset. Give me a nugget of where you get this kind of mindset and like, what is it? Like, I just want to know. I want to know what it is when managers, Hall of Fame managers are saying, Yeah, if he wants to be a coach, he's a coach.
Mhm.
And if he did it, it's like, what? Who are you? You know? I mean, I know I see you on the field, but there's something else. There's something else. You have these guys wanting to win because they can't wait to hear your speech in the locker room. I want to hear your speech.
So badly.
Give me a speech.
So badly. Did you see him
Pump
with
me
the
up.
tequila when Dave was making the speech, and then he passed the torch kind of over to Kershaw to say a couple words? Oh, I loved that too.
I know. That's a whole, I mean, there's just going to be so many things that.
I can't wait to see Kersh hold up the trophy again and for Dodger Stadium to go crazy for him, and that we're going to be there for it.
Oh my gosh.
Did
All
we even
right.
talk about Game 7?
We haven't really been there. I mean, let's just start off at. I mean, we already talked about the benches clearing. We talked about the Jimenez getting hit. Let's just go to Miggy's 7-pitch battle, because that's really when everything.
He tied the game with that home run.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I guess like I lean on baseball so much, the mental aspect of it, and I kind of use their mottos in my life to get through things, and I just keep going back to the trust of they have been talking this way the entire series, that they believed in themselves, that they trusted themselves when they weren't playing well, when they were struggling, when we were losing against teams that we shouldn't lose against, but they never wavered. And I want to be like that more in my own life and just trust this journey and where it's taken and how it's changed my life since I started the podcast. And I just keep coming back to that and want to lean on it more than ever because it proved itself. We just won the World Series.
That was one of the things we were speaking through our eyeballs. It's just like, we've got to keep trusting.
Mm-hmm.
We've got to keep going. Like,
and even when, Vladdy gets a double in the 9th or in the 10th.
We looked at each other, we're like, it's all right.
And they're gaining their confidence back. And Derek Jeter and
my
A-Rod are saying they're
God.
prepping questions for the Blue Jays for them to win. Our guys
gosh.
never doubted themselves.
Yoshi really put the Blue Jays through it, man. He toyed all game. They thought they were winning. All game. Those fans were like, we've got this. And I know that because I've looked that way before. I have looked that way and my heart has been broken before, but I never really took it as like, our guys weren't rolling over.
Mm-hmm. There wasn't a lot of great at-bats from our guys. Mm-mm. We usually do have these battles, and Muncy is so known for having, really great at-bats and
better
battling
game
the
7
pitcher.
than game 6.
For sure.
Yeah.
But for Miggy to just be so locked in, and we even went back and looked at like that look in his eyes. He didn't go up there wanting to hit a home run. He went up there wanting to get on base, just doing what he always does for the team. And he won that battle.
Dude, that look before he hit the home run.
That was everything.
Everything. I was like, whoa. I mean, you felt it. You're like, yeah.
If anyone finds any videos of our dugout reacting to his home run, I am dying for our dugout reactions. I feel like every highlight I've watched, as soon as we hit those home runs, whether it was Muncy, Miggy, or Will Smith, it's like panning to the Blue Jays and just their sad faces. I am dying to see our dugout's reaction to these home runs, like their immediate reaction. So if you find any of these videos, can you please send them to me? Because like I live for them.
Yeah. You do. They're so fun.
I just love watching our guys be so excited for each other.
Oh my gosh. So Yoshi, Will Smith said, if you give us one inning.
Will Smith. What he has done this entire season, the postseason, being behind there for the 18-inning game, coming through when we needed him most, being Will Smith to the max, bringing the energy, the fight, helping all of these pitchers, starters, bullpen guys. The game rewarded him too.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, when he was playing the air guitar on home base,
I've never seen him like that.
Oh my gosh, I know. I'm like, okay. Yeah.
And he hit the game-winning home run. How perfect.
You and I, whenever something would happen, we would look at each other, and I don't know if we were laughing, crying, or what
No,
was
there
happening.
were no words. We were just like, yeah.
And just this emotion of like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? How are
Yeah.
you guys doing everything that we just always hope and envision and know you are going to do, and then you do it anyway? Like, I just love you. I'm going to always have the best like mindset, but then you do it time and time again. Ah, I mean,
I just love our team.
and
Every
then
single one of
Andy
them.
comes in.
Again, Dave Roberts having the field, takes Tommy out, replaces him with Andy for Andy's defense.
And then he
The
makes that
perfect
catch.
call. I mean, I hate when like it looks like three guys are going into each other, but it was Kike and Andy and they're running and we're like, what's gonna happen? It was a crazy situation. How did he even make that catch?
I just want to see it from all angles, because would Kike have made that
And
catch?
Kike just lays flat on the ground.
He got taken out. Like that was so funny. And but then he almost like, I don't know if he pretended like he was hurt, but like Andy quickly just was like, and then went back, and then Kike's like giggling while he's up. It's just that is our team.
I know.
And I just want to know,
Oh my
if we
gosh.
when we meet them, I'm gonna be like, Kike, what did you say when Andy came and picked you up after he just knocked you out? And like, I just want to know the funny thing that he must have said. He must have said something so funny.
I know. And even when we were watching the replay, Kike gave his all to everything that game. Whether it was trying to, run as fast as he could to get on first, even though he didn't get out, that hustle and the effort. I just, as a fan, you can only appreciate watching your guys give it all they have.
How about him running around the whole team cheering after games?
That was amazing.
And he reposted.
I know.
Because he's just like, he's just such a goof, love, full of life. Well, I don't care if I was the one who did it or you did it. He's going to be pumped up. I mean,
that's such a huge part of this team too. Everyone needs a guy like that.
I mean,
We all need a
everyone needs
Kike.
Kike. Why do you think our city fought so hard for you? Everyone needs a Kike. Gosh, I wonder if he's annoying to other teams, because like he's so good that I feel for you that you aren't able to love it because it's just so good.
Well, that sentence right there can be just said about the Dodgers in general.
Yeah, I know. But
it's like you want to hate them, but the more you learn about them, the more you learn about these amazing players and good guys and just the talent and how they play for each other. It's really hard to hate them. And I hope that because of how amazing this series was, how everyone saw the fight from both sides, that they do have a new respect or appreciation for the Dodgers as a team and each player on that team.
Yeah, I mean, every single step, it's like we have to defend something, and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm over it. And the Blue Jays have an amazing squad, but I'll say I wasn't super impressed with
the national anthem.
Well, no, it's theirs, right?
I was gonna say, remember when we were watching it and Pia was her voice?
I know.
Oh my God. Like she was hitting these notes. She was unbelievable. And then this guy comes up and we're like feeling like it's a little Fat Joe Ice Cube situation. We just knocked it out of the park. He was also really good. And towards the end, he started belting it out. But we looked at each other after that and we're like, okay.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
No, but I didn't really love the Jimenez energy of what he did. And low key, not super into the coach.
Really?
No.
Why?
It's just always was like, it's our year. It's a Blue Jay. He was just like so, I don't know. I wasn't into it. The bench is clear and like he's like it's like, what are you doing? I don't know. I just feel like he didn't match a lot of the team. And it was, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain. Like, I don't feel like how does that energy lead Vladdy?
Yeah, it would be interesting to see like how he kind of addresses the team and what kind of coach he is.
Yeah, I'm curious a little bit more because I wasn't really loving who he was. But then it was kind of like, I get it. I'm that friend. Like, I'll get out there and be like, yeah, we are the best and we're going to win. I get it. I'm not. It just felt like very like Is he young? Is he a new manager? How long has he been a manager? I don't know. The way that he would address certain things almost felt like you're a homie, not a coach.
Mm.
And so I was kind of curious of like, yeah, I'm a little more curious to see what kind of manager he is and how he coaches his team, because it just kind of feels like if Vladdy was up there talking, it would have been a completely different like address of like, I don't know. I just wasn't into it.
Okay, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even talk about that amazing play Miggy threw to home to Will Smith to
Oh my
save
gosh.
a run.
You know what else we didn't talk about? His bare hand one to Freddie. I mean, he's been part of ever since they put him in game 6 and 7. I mean, he's given us so much. And like I said, he's been locked in, but has not wavered once.
Mm-hmm.
He has done everything for this team when it comes to, oh, you're going to go second? Okay, I'll go to second. Oh, I'm at third because Muncie's got hurt? Okay, I'll be at third. Like, you've done everything. And he just played the role of what he needed to do. Oh, I'm not playing for 4 games in a row? Okay, fine. Now I'm going to be on the bench screaming my ass off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, gosh, I'm just really impressed by him. But yeah, that play at home. That is just it's just.
Remember how many challenges there were? I feel like both teams were challenging every single thing.
I know.
But Will Smith, his foot went off for a second, but he was positioned perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
And Miggy had that perfect throw, and we saved a run in a big spot. And we got ourselves in quite a couple jams. Bases loaded, lots of runners on. I mean, we left a lot of runners on, and that was really frustrating to watch. But we did everything it took to win.
Mm-hmm.
And we came out on top. And when that last play happened, so happy it was Mookie. And if you remember last World Series, Mookie hit the sac fly to give us that 1-run lead, and we won the series. And Mookie had that last double play, and I hope that means a lot to him.
I'm sure it does. You know, he was so self-conscious of like giving himself any kind of accolade of what he's been doing for our team in these games, even though he's not the one who's hitting the home runs and doing all the things. It's like, you know, I loved when David Ortiz and Derek Jeter were like, stop saying, like Derek Jeter being like, you have been amazing at shortstop. And just because you don't show up offensively every single way that you want, like you're showing up defensively and giving us these plays. Our infield. I mean, I get our outfield, but Paul has been like a huge force. I mean, I love Teo, and I think he's an amazing player, and I would take him on my team. Sometimes there was a little disconnect. Sometimes in the outfield, it was like, what are we doing? Like, what do you know? Granted, I don't know. All I know is like our infield was just so locked in. And it's what you need in playoff baseball because of the pitching and the way that everything is. Like those guys, like getting a ball through the infield was hard. And remember, I used to laugh and be like, man, I feel like Ohtani's balls would just like get around everyone's glove and just was like laughing at everyone always, you know, because they would always find ways through. Playoffs, it's like, oh, it got through. Like, wow. Like, that's just fun.
Mm-hmm. I think this year, at least baseball for me, I've really learned to appreciate defense more than I ever have. Because I guess maybe my focus is on the hits and focusing on that. But man, I love watching these defensive plays and the way that momentum into them up at bat.
I mean, it definitely takes a balance because we also saw beautiful defense, and when our bats weren't
and
alive,
on both sides.
Oh yeah, but when our bats are not alive, we need our bat. We need hits. Oh my god, I can't believe last night I was like, we just need hits, and then I was like, we just need outs. I know, it's insane.
Yeah, and when that double play happened, you know, we had 1 out, and then you know that was the broken bat. Mookie grabs the ball, touches second, throws it to Freddie, and all of a sudden it's like game over. What?
We won.
It's over? We won? Oh my God. We were like confused for a second. And even Kirsch in his post-game interview said that he had to ask someone, and they were like, yeah, the game's over. For him to like actually start jumping for joy.
I feel like for us, it's like, are we reviewing anything?
I know.
Is there going to be like, what is it? Like, what now? What can be now? I know.
But we were, you know, at our watch party at 33 Taps, it was packed. Everyone was just going crazy. And that was so much fun to be a part of.
I just remember every amazing play. I would look and like Marcel was outside because he would take Maverick because it was so loud and insane. And I was just like cracking up because Maverick was probably like, come on, because it was like in and out because so many great things kept happening. And we were just, what a World Series, Game 7. And
extra innings.
Oh,
World Series Game 7 goes to extras. Can you imagine better baseball? If you think baseball is boring, then you honestly are missing out because this was amazing. And if you're just a fan of sports and athletes, why don't you rewatch those highlights? Because I'm just so proud to be a part of this world.
I mean, to break it down, Game 6, Baseball for Baddies broke it down in her kitchen and she was like freaking out and she's like telling it play by play and this. And like, I'm watching as if like I'm watching the second time and I was like, this is what I mean when people just get like, you break it down, even what you were reading about Game 7 and like the breakdown of each play. And like, you're like, okay, we're on inning 8 now. And it's true because it's like reading a book and it's not boring.
And it's like the names that are coming out and we're seeing who's coming out of the bullpen and it's our starting pitchers. It's Tyler Glass now. It's Blake Snell. Yoshi's coming after throwing a complete game, pitching the night before, coming in to close the game. This is insane. And this is why we love baseball. Mm-hmm. And I hope that people watch that game and it's going to be even bigger next season.
I know. I just
and we're just getting started.
Oh my gosh. I know it's the end of the season. But this is why I'm enjoying this. Because we won't have Kersh again next year and
I don't even want to think about that yet. We're not there yet because we have tomorrow.
But that's what I mean is like that's why I kept making it such a focus to just really relish this team and what we have because it's really special. Mm-hmm. And they did it. And we knew they could.
They went back to back for the first time in 25 years. Our Dodgers, back to back World Series champions. Yeah. It's an amazing feat.
Yeah.
It really is. And the fact that we're even a part of it in the small way that we are, I feel so lucky. Yeah, it's so cool. It is so freaking cool.
It's really cool. And tomorrow we're going to have an amazing celebration. Our hearts are still with the Vesia family. They haven't quite announced or put out any kind of statement, and rightfully so. I think they're just trying to play it. I don't think it has everything to just do with the World Series. I think they just need their time and stuff, but I know that's coming, and I know that was really heavy on our guys' hearts, and mm-hmm. They were playing through a lot of emotional pain, and it showed. Yeah. It showed. It showed the awareness on their hearts. And it, at the end of games when they're, Mookie's just, they're very matter of fact about how they answer and they move on. And it's like, you could tell there was like a sadness behind their eyes. And I think it's because their brother was down and they knew it. And I think it rattled them not to have Vesia. And not having Vesia, that did change it a lot. And I think they felt it and they knew it. And they adjusted and I think they adjusted through pain. I think they were really sad and whatever it is that happened. I'm happy that hopefully now they get to all wrap their arms around it and we can figure it out and we can kind of move forward as a city and be with them and be there for them.
I'm sure that the guys are feeling like so much of this win is for Alex and mm-hmm. Kayla and the Vesia family. And, we've been thinking about them so much.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we will get another update, but to give him another ring and to step up for him mm-hmm. is really, really special.
Yeah. Our guys, I think, thrive.
And a class act of the Blue Jays to put 51 on their hats as well. I didn't know that our team didn't know they were doing that. And that really speaks volumes that they chose to add 51 to their hats on their own.
And I think that speaks volumes of who Vesia is as a player and what energy he brings to a bullpen and what you need in that
But also that it's not just us fans that
No.
see this game as bigger than baseball. So to see the players feel that same way makes me love this game even more.
Even more. I mean, going out on a win for Kersh, duh, of course we want that. That's amazing. But I think what went down with Vesia and whatever that is was a way bigger than baseball moment. And that made these guys dig even deeper.
Yes,
Because
absolutely.
they knew there was no, like, there's things that they will never turn away for the game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's family. And yeah, I just,
They wanted to bring him a win.
Mhm.
It was for so many reasons,
So
and that's
many.
definitely a big part of it.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait to see the parade tomorrow, to be at Dodger Stadium, to have that experience, to
So
be
excited.
around Dodger fans, and just to live in this World Series win.
Yeah.
I can't wait for tomorrow.
I know. I know.
Our guys must be so pumped to do it again.
I know. And you know what? Your girls are going to be on Channel 7.
Oh, yeah. We're going to go on a news channel tomorrow
Yeah,
morning and then
so-
go to the stadium after.
Yeah, so it's going to be a day, and this isn't the last episode. We are going to have more, and we're going to recap this more because we could
actually-
probably do this forever.
I mean, we've got some exciting things happening in the off season, so we're not stopping. This is kind of a new boost of energy for us, and we've got some fun things going on. So I guess we'll wrap up this. We could just keep talking, but
I mean,
we'll
do you want to
probably
do a player of the game or the series? How do you
everyone.
even- Oh my God.
How do you pick one? I mean, Yoshi,
Will,
Will,
Rojas,
Miggy,
we got Mookie's
defense,
just because
Freddie
he's
doing
Freddie.
the splits.
You know, I think it's pretty fitting, you know, when we win the World Series and we're World Series champions, that we could just say and chalk it up as the whole team is our player, because every single one of them stepped up to accomplish what they knew the mission was.
And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah.
It was such a team win. This entire year, it really has been.
Mhm.
Every guy has stepped up in a different way, and that is so special.
It's so special. And in all different phases of the whole season,
Mhm.
when we
And
needed
that's-
everyone the most. And that's how you do it as a team effort.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what this World Series win meant to the Dodgers and
Totally.
the Dodger fans.
Yeah.
So
I know. Cheers.
2025 World Series champs.
Gosh.
We are the champions.
It doesn't feel
No
real, but you want to
time
know.
for losers.
Oh, no time for losers.
Because we are the champions
Of the world. All right.
My voice is just gone.
We've got the parade tomorrow, and that is when it's going to really sink in. And I cannot wait to hear Stan just screaming from the rooftops, and I can't wait to see his outfit.
I know. I can't wait to see what jacket he's wearing. I can't wait to celebrate with Dodger fans tomorrow. And guys, we're not stopping. So
No.
just stay tuned because we have so many exciting things coming now.
I
during the
know.
off season. We're going to keep this going. And I'm so excited.
If you guys are there tomorrow and you see us sparkling through, just say hi.
Please
Everybody, everyone say
We'd
hi.
love to meet you. Give you a hug for this Dodger win.
Yeah. All right.
So we'll see you tomorrow.
Go Dodgers.
Go Dodgers. World Series champs.
I love Dave Roberts.
Back to back.
Oh my gosh.
2025 World Series champs.
Kershaw.
I can't wait to interview Dave and tell him how happy we are for him and that we've trusted him
The whole
year.
season.
the whole year.
The whole year. And we have.
Mm-hmm.
Because he earned it.
Mm-hmm.
The manager that he has become.
Mm-hmm. Did you see that video where Tommy was like, "You ain't earned nothing yet"?
I love it. He's like, He said, you got to win tomorrow. You haven't won anything yet. I love that energy.
Oh, I love it.
All right. Bye.